Welcome back, guys, to One Row at a Time. I'm Juan,
I'm Marty.
a.k.a. Professor Marty, and we've done it. Episode 10.
What? 10.
Episode 10.
Double digits.
Double digits.
We made it.
We'll count that Jiu-Jitsu World League one, but thank you guys for, sorry about the audio. We are working with new mics now.
Yep.
High tech. They're worth more than $11, so this should be a lot better. And that way when we do like on location podcasts, it'll be a lot cleaner.
Yep.
Thank you for those who put up with those 4-ish minutes of bad audio, but we wanted to kind of take you guys there with us because the whole podcast here is to bring you guys like on the after the mat conversation, right? After training conversation to pick our brains and Marty's brain. So we want to take you there too because you guys helped us stay disciplined for the Jiu-Jitsu World League, get ready, and we want to kind of also showcase and highlight everyone. So thank you guys for last week.
Yep.
Anything you want to say about last week? The weekend? It's been...
What a great weekend, man. What a great weekend. Everybody showed up in force. The team from the kids to the adults did incredible, but that's another podcast for another time.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for everything that you did, all the volunteers, all the support, everyone that showed up. It was amazing.
Yeah, and thank you guys. Orange Crush, you guys came out. We crushed it, and we represented. And we will do like a Jiu-Jitsu World League summary.
Yeah.
Because it'll be cool to highlight everyone's hard work. Yeah. Today, though, speaking of Jiu-Jitsu World League and tournaments, people get hurt.
Yeah.
Injuries happen.
They do.
And that's why this episode, I have it on my notes because I don't want to mess it up. It's Broken but Not Beaten. The Jiu-Jitsu Injured Warrior Guide.
There you go. Nice.
Yeah.
Yep.
He picked that one, so it's good. Why did we want to focus on that this week?
I got injured. A lot of people got injured. A lot of people are dealing with injuries. Seeing a lot of people train really hard, and I'm worried that they're going to get injured. Richard.
Richard.
Yep. Tyson.
Guy's
training a lot, putting in a lot of hours. You make yourself more susceptible to injury when you're not taking necessary care of your body. Not to say that you guys aren't, but it's a lot of mileage rolling and training as much as you are. So I want to talk about what to do when that happens, because it's going to happen, and how to manage those aspects so that you can bounce back and bounce back as quickly as possible. Yeah.
And that's something that we worked on too, is like to realize that injuries do happen in jiu-jitsu, right? And it's not anything bad, right? It's not anything to be like sad about either. And that's this episode. We want to do it to give you a guide so that you know what to do instead of disappearing.
Yep.
Especially if like, and we'll get into it, especially if that's kind of like your brand, you know, like if you are the perfect attendance Tyson, who still hasn't given that perfect attendance up. So good job, Tyson.
Yep.
But that's why, like, let's start with point one. The injury is part of jiu-jitsu. It's not failure. What do you want to share with that first off to kind of get it started?
Just realize it's going to happen. First, you have to just understand that that's part of the martial art that you study, that you come in and you actually live roll with people who are trying to break your arm and choke you and break your ankles and things like that. And sometimes things get tweaked. It's usually even when it's not even submissions, it's usually just a position move or something like that. Like Coach Aaron at the last summer party was just doing a shrimp and he tore his I think it was his meniscus. Yeah. So it's usually the weird, freakish things that happen like that, but it's jiu-jitsu related. You're doing jiu-jitsu stuff. And it can be very like emotionally dark when you go through these injuries. Like my foot is bothering me right now, and it's uncharted territory. I've never had a dislocated joint before. So I'm kind of experiencing this for the first time. I don't have a playbook for it. You know,
we will now.
Yeah, we will now. You know what I mean? How do I deal with it, and how do I make sure I keep myself on the mats and keep my mind fresh on jiu-jitsu, and that's what you need to do so that you're going to lose some timing, you're going to lose some cardio, but if you follow what it is that I think we're going to talk about here today, you'll regain that ground quickly when you come back.
And like that, if you are hurt, you'll regain it, and if you're not hurt, you'll be even more ahead, right? Like you'll be like injury prevention, right? And one thing too, like I tell you a lot about hope in my family, and like seeing like the blessings and like mindset's big. Like you probably never really thought about how much your toe like helped you. So now you can't plant and like kick off of it, right? So now you're gonna rehab that toe and come back, that toe is gonna be buff.
I'm terrified. I'm walking around the classes, and like anytime someone runs by me, I'm like I get freaked out by it. Yeah, I've had 3 people kick my toe in the last week, and each time I nearly blacked out.
Instant tap.
Yeah, instant tap. But yeah, anyway, yeah.
And that's
coming
why,
back.
Yeah, first point is like that. Hey, mindset is like, it's part of the journey.
Yeah.
But don't stop. And then it's like that. We got to reframe that mindset of it. It's just a phase. It's not like the end of the journey. Like, it's just part of it, and we got to keep it going. So what do you see most people get wrong when they are injured?
I actually see more often than not is people ignore their injuries and come in and keep training on it and make it even worse. And when I say keep training on it, like you keep doing live rolling, you keep doing live sparring, you drill hard, you don't tell your partners about it, and so they mess you up because they didn't know you had an injury, because you're trying to be a martyr, or you're trying to be a superhero, or you're embarrassed or ashamed of it. And so you don't talk about it enough and like make people aware to be good partners and not hurt you. Those are the most common mistakes that I see. Or on the other end of the spectrum, you get injured and you just go up and you drop a smoke bomb and disappear.
Yeah.
And you're gone.
Yep.
Which is the other extreme, but also happens just as much.
Yeah. And that's literally what I was gonna say too. Like, I'm not that tough, so I'm that second person where like being injured equals like gone, disappearing, right? And it's like, but that's why we're going to give you this guide and these tips so that you don't do that, because that doesn't help you either. So it's about being balanced, because if you don't address it and you just ignore it, you're going to get hurt even worse. Something that would have taken a week or 2. Now it's like months. Or you're like, hey, I am injured, but now you lose the discipline, you lose the habit.
And it's really hard to come back.
Yeah.
It's really hard. When you take a couple of weeks off, you're watching your friends' social media and you're watching them training and doing cool stuff and catching cool things. You feel yourself falling behind, and then you feel like you're in a hole and you're like, how do I claw my way out of this hole? So I'm just not going to, you keep making excuses to not come back, and the hole just keeps deep.
And we have those stories, right?
Yeah,
You're even like, you've told me, hey, we were white or blue belts together. Now, no más training. So it's like, hey, keep going. And that's why this action item is like, commit to show up even to some capacity, even if it's not every day. At least have that routine. So that, and again, professors and any of the other professors or coaches, they're not going to be like, hey, why are you sitting out? Like, if anything, that shows more like discipline and
the ability to be here, but not put yourself at risk. Takes a lot of discipline from you, and trust me, everybody's going to support you in that.
No one's going to be sadder. Right. And that's why, like, training doesn't always mean hard rolling. That's our next point. So when you are here, what should we do?
You should know exactly what your injury is or how it's making you feel, and so that when you're looking at whatever it is that we're covering, you know if it's going to hurt you or not. And if it's going to hurt you, don't do it. Like, just do not do it. And you have to remember that me, Maria, Rogerio, Aaron, whoever's going to be teaching is just going to be an autopilot and be like, hey, pair up and do this, do that, and you have to be able to raise your hand and be like, hey, I actually can't. I'm here to try to keep myself here, but not hurt myself further. And trust me, all of us are going to understand that and be 100% supportive of it.
Yeah, even if you're Tyson, shout out Tyson, because he's been doing this more. And he's been sitting out on some things that might put him at risk. And I know it's hard, so like that, but
I figured out Tyson, though. He's not on performance-enhancing drugs.
What?
He's on performance-enhancing magic. It's got to be magic. I don't know how somebody puts their body through that as much as he does. The amount of two-a-days that guy does, the trifecta Tuesday that he did
it.
The guy is always training. And somehow, knock on wood, because I'm not wishing it upon anybody. But I get worried about people who train that much.
So this one's for you, Tyson. And speaking of Tyson and white belts, I don't think we realize how much we can learn by like not rolling or even just showing up to class and like watching,
man.
right?
When you're there watching it happen, or even teaching and like working with somebody,
Or with the
like
kids,
with the kids,
yeah.
or a brand new person. You know, we have brand new people come in here all the time.
Yeah.
You can come in and you can kind of sit in a mentor role with somebody. Hey, I'm injured, but I can help you understand this better. And talking about it and teaching it, helping someone do things where you've not had to verbalize it. You actually have to think about how to explain it to somebody, help you get more precise with it.
Yeah. And that's why for this step, the action items are like, hey, just come into class to even gain those mental reps.
Yep.
Right.
Yep.
And then watch, like when you watch drill, like people, even at the end when people are actually rolling, watch it like, hey, right now I'm gonna watch everyone how's everyone pulling guard, or how's everyone like escaping mount, and really pick up on that rather than just coming in aimlessly and being like, well, I can't roll, so I'll just watch and kind of to be entertained, but see it more as a student. Right,
for sure.
So then right now they show up to class, they're watching, so now you kind of hit a little bit on like how to modify training while they're injured. So one of them would be to obviously let people know, right? What other things can they do to modify their training while they're actually injuring instead of just watching? So someone who's kind of like can still move and can still do certain things.
So if you can still do certain things, like tonight, Karina was in. I really like what she does. When we're doing the warm up, you know, she is doing everything that she feels comfortable with. And when it's something that she's not feeling comfortable with, she's just jogging. So she's still moving. She's still, you know, working out. She's still working up a sweat, but she's just avoiding the things that she knows her body can't handle right now. And that's what exactly you should be doing. If there's drills that you can do them.
Yeah.
If there's movements that you can do them. If there's a scaled down version of something that we're doing that you can do it. Keep your body moving, keep the timing going, understand the connections of your body and, you know, the other person. You should still try to get that in, but definitely don't spar, don't hard drill, don't do positional stuff like that.
No, that's great. And that's why we wrote here too, also like protect your injury, not your ego, right? Yeah. And I think that like, it's going to make you a better person too, and like persevere. We have some examples. So like, hey, if your knees hurt, right, or your toe, focus on like upper body stuff, seated guard, even just drilling like, I don't know, like Kimuras, right? Like hitting that. If your shoulder is hurt, work on your footwork. How am I going to enter this? Move my hips. Guard retention. You could just have your hands up like this. If your shoulder's messed up, we'll hold your shoulder and just, and like, hey, don't get out of my guard.
Yeah, if your shoulder's messed up, you know, really, you should be, guard retention is more about the legs. Anyway. You should be trying to turn your legs into arms and feet of their own. So,
This one, shout out Glenn. He was recovering from like his ribs. He was just doing drills, no live rounds until he turned it up at the tournament. And then even like that, like if your fingers are messed up, make sure you're taping them. And then for right now, you're like, hey, maybe I'm relying too much on my grips. Like, let me focus on like my framework and all that. So the action items for this one is like, talk to your coach or your professor, and then even ask them like, what should I be training? Because they might be able to. We talk about it all the time. Like you could do something in 1,000 different ways. So even if you're injured, you might be able to teach me how to do it without using that shoulder or whatever. So that was that. And then just, if it's okay, remove the live rounds if needed. I know that's where everyone gets
that's the funnest. Everybody enjoys it the most.
It's okay to remove them. That next step, it kind of bleeds right into it. Communication matters more than toughness. So don't be afraid to like say it out loud. Right. And you can say it right there on the mats. If you don't feel comfortable, send professor a DM, let them know. Right.
Just
you
communicate.
Don't care.
Just communicate.
You'll be more worried if people just stop coming. Right. Now, when it's time to return, right? Coming back without re-injuring yourself. What do you see? First off, let's like, what are the biggest mistakes you see once someone's like, hey, I feel better, I'm ready to go?
Coming back and going 100,000% because
Super Saiyan.
You feel like you have to get yourself caught up as much as possible. And, you just can't like contain the energy and the pent up excitement. Heard Ben talking about it today. He had to take 4 days off, not because he was injured, but because he was sick. And he just missed it. you know, and was excited. But he came back and he was measured about the way
Nice.
that he reintroduced himself and picked up the pace, which I really appreciated. And you know, a lot of what I'm talking about here is what I saw Ben do this week. You know, we had a brand new guy in, Mike, and while Ben was still getting his, you know, his air back to him, he went off to the side and just worked with Mike and helped him work
Nice.
through the drills we were working on and stuff like that. So it kept Ben here.
Yep.
It kept him working, kept his brain focused on jiu-jitsu, but it didn't expose him to injury,
Nice.
you know, to, you know, exacerbating whatever issue that he was going through. So
That's awesome.
yeah.
Shout out, Mike. Welcome to the Wolfpack, man.
Yeah, welcome, Mike.
And yeah, it's like that. Like, and it's like, hey, come back, measure it, and then start at like flow rolls. Pick your partners too. You know, you got the, especially like that. Like if I come back, like I've been gone a week too, just like to kind of heal. The cut was kind of, it was good. It was a good cut, you know, but we left it all out there, and I just needed like a little mental break too. But I already know Tyson and AJ are covered, so I'm gonna try to roll with someone else the first couple of days because they're gonna. There's no flow rolls with those two guys, and then like that, even like focusing with that, like have a focus for that first week, for that first couple rounds, right? You don't have to come back, so plan your first week back before you return, and you might be. It's not like, hey, sit down and plan everything, but it's like plan that it's okay that you're not gonna live roll until like a certain day. Yeah. And then you won't feel bad either. And if you tell your friends, they'll be like, all right, Wednesday, we're gonna roll. Yep. But I'm gonna give you 2 days to like get back in it. And then this one's good. No competition rounds. Yeah. Until you're like cleared. And you guys know what we mean by that. The Super Saiyan rounds. Like don't go out and start hurting yourselves.
Yeah, it's funny, man. Even like in some of the drills, I try to tell people like, hey, this is just play. You know, this is go 40%. And I still turn around and see, you know, a buck wild. Yeah. You know,
that's just
bar fight.
That's just because you're by 40% looks like you're 100%.
Right. Yeah, like, exactly. No, but seriously, like really, you gotta dial it back.
Yeah. And then the last thing, just to kind of close it off, like, what does broken but not beaten mean to you? Why did we choose that title?
Broken but not beaten. When you get hurt, it can be extremely difficult for you to, it can be just emotionally exhausting. And it's a real challenge. Like I'm going through it right now. They tend to like come in like multiples. You know what I mean? Like, I got sick and I got injured, and it was all in this short period of time, and like, it all just kept me away from being able to do everything I wanted to the degree that I wanted to be able to do it, and slowed you down. And it can become like, you know, it can put you into a difficult place mentally. And so you have to just recognize that this is another part of the jiu-jitsu journey, which really challenges you. And you only grow when you're challenged. You only grow when you're uncomfortable, and when you're injured, you're definitely uncomfortable. And this is a great opportunity for you to grow in different ways and learn about yourself, and add new things about yourself. And so that for me is what beaten but not broken is like, or broken but not beaten. Yeah. So you're injured. You just have to start thinking about things a different way. You have to start approaching them a different way while you're going through that. And it might lead you to, you know, like one of those aha moments that changes your game forever. So there's always a way to pull out something positive out of it.
Yeah. And I think like that's when I'm starting to try to encourage people to just be more playful, because when I got hurt, I was like, let's just have fun, right? And that's when you discover like new games. Yeah. I'm trying to do like inverted, the gut kind of gets in the way, but I like having fun and like rolling like that. And it only came because I got injured and it still showed up and I couldn't do the other stuff. And the broken part is like, hey, remember, broken, it means it's just temporary, right? And not beaten shows that you're still committed. And that's all we ask of you guys, to like show up. Remember, it's part of the process. Don't beat yourself up, because all of us will beat you up when you're back and you're fully healed. So we'll do that. But yeah, we just want to kind of give you guys a guide to know that it's okay. You're going to get better. You're going to be back, and you'll only do that one roll at a time. So thank you again for all the love, and we'll see you later.
Take care.
Too smooth.